Jump scare. Quick announcement before we get into Blue Suit Mark event stuff. I am going to be streaming on Twitch. The first stream is going to be first stream is going to be tonight as of time of uploading. That would be May 17th at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Link to the channel will be in the description below, and if you see this video later and you miss it, don't you worry, we will be streaming more than just once, because it's going to be fun, and I am very much looking forward to it. It's my first time, so hopefully there won't be heinous technical difficulties, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Definitely not totally nervous at all, but it'll definitely be fine. So yeah, look forward to seeing y'all there, and enjoy the video. Hello all heroes, and welcome back to Invincible Guarding the Globe, and today is the fabled day. Blue Suit Invincible has come to the game in all of his black and blue suited glory, here to dispense justice with his fists. Now, let's take a peek at what we have here. A new dawn. Shaped by battle and hardened by loss, Invincible emerges stronger than ever. His blue and black suit, or black and blue suit rather, marks a new chapter, one defined by resilience, grit, and raw power. Stand with him. Recruit Invincible black and blue suit in the event shop now. So, this is pretty standard. Even though the lead up to this guy was pretty special, the event itself is actually pretty standard. So, we have a Monitoring the Earth event. This is a 5-minute GDA op, and it will be up against pretty exclusively Earth's Defenders heroes. The teams that I've been using for it, as I've been turbo grinding it, because I have been burning gems on this bad boy by the thousands. I've been running with Universa, Thula, Anissa, Invincible, and Russ. The oddball there being Russ. The reason he's there is because he gives an invader buff to Universa and Anissa, which is helpful. Not that it really matters all that much, because the thing with Earth's Defenders is, aside from Omni-Man, they are all considered humans. They are all part of the human faction, which means that Anissa pretty much makes their defense stat non-existent, and then Universa goes in and just cooks them all. Usually the team I use gets me around level 36. Not the best team in the history. You can see some better stuff in the Discord, but not the worst. Now, if we take a peek at the usual missions that we have, we do have complete Monitoring the Earth. You see I'm at 29 so far. Logging in to get your freebies, recruiting heroes in the event shop, recruiting heroes from the Earth's Defenders faction. This works even outside of the event shop. Always remember that. Refreshing the event shop, purchasing all items in the event shop, and then reaching levels in the event shop. All this is actually pretty standard. Now, if you were logging in every day for the last week or so, they did actually give a little bit of advanced currency, which is always fun. So technically speaking, we are starting out with a little bit of an improvement. Not crazy, but it's better than nothing. Also, if you go to the shop here, we do have the usual bundles, paid bundles and gem bundles. You will see there are no event card bundles here. That's because I already got them all. If you see the red chips available for gems, that's the recommended choice. It is also worth mentioning. Something that's worth mentioning is a lot of the times what happens during the event is, for some reason, the shop tends to do a weird refresh situation. So kind of keep an eye out for that. Also, these little temporary deals for gems kind of cycle in and out. So even if you don't see them right now, you might see them later, so just kind of keep that in mind, and probably save your gems for the red access cards, because these bad boys are definitely the best thing for the event. Speaking of the event, let's take a little peek at the event itself. We are cooking with Earth's Defenders heroes, with the highlight, of course, being the black and blue suit Invincible. Now, for those of you who are wondering, this is a separate character from regular Invincible. They share the same name, but they are two different characters. There's been a little bit back and forth on that one. Some people think he should have been a skin. I am of the opinion that it's fine that he's a character. I am personally team character, and I'll tell you why. While he is the exact same character, the character growth between blue and black suit Invincible and traditional yellow Invincible is noteworthy. I mean, and it's like okay, yeah, they're the same character, but also the evolution is the biggie here. Whereas a skin is kind of something that can be more fun, where it's like, you know, black and blue suit Invincible character, Angstrom with his cybernetics and the little ball drones character, Omni-Man dressed as Santa Claus skin. I would love for that to happen, by the way. I think that would be amazing, but that's neither here nor there. Point is, this makes sense to me. Let's also not forget that thematically, the game does revolve around cloning and multiversal stuff, both of which allow for this to mesh pretty seamlessly if you care about that sort of thing. So, all that, long story short, he's a separate character. I think it's fine. And hey, you know what? You can use them both. Speaking of separate characters, we of course do have all the Earth Defenders heroes present and accounted for. We have Invincible, Omni-Man, Adam Eve, War Woman, Red Rush, Green Ghost, Darkwing 2, and Agent Spider. I'm going to give some special highlights specifically to Invincible and Green Ghost, because they currently have their case files out and about. Now, I have no doubt that most, if not all of these characters will eventually join that truth, but for now, it's just yellow and blue Invincible and Green Ghost. So, me personally, in addition to, of course, black and blue Invincible, we're going to be working on getting Invincible and Green Ghost powered up. Also, just to remember, the typical strategy I use here, don't be picky. When you're in shop level 1, you want to take whatever elites you can get because you don't want to burn through your refreshes on low rates. You want to pretty much just get any elite you can find until you get to around level 6, level 7. I think I try to say level 8, but I so rarely actually hold out that long that, yeah, it is what it is. Usually level 7 is the realistic cutoff point, just where you can stop or you can start being picky. It'd be great if I could make it to level 8, and honestly, with Conquests a few months ago, I got lucky enough to where I didn't even have to be picky, but that's not the norm. You'll probably get to about 7 before you have to start thinking about being picky. So yeah, that is the gist of the event shop. Now, we do also have, as is tradition, a nightmare for the new Invincible. This has lots of XP, some molecular enhancements, and characters. If we go to level 5 here, you can get a Darkwing 2 and some Kid Omni-Men. You can tell that they know because they put Darkwing 2 as a stage 5 reward. Just saying. At level 10, they have some Adam Eves, which is always nice. Level 15, they have some Omni-Mans. And then level 20, they have some Yellow Suit Invincibles. If you can actually 3-star that. That is immensely difficult. And it even has an Omnipotent Conquest in there, whose sole purpose is to peel your cheeks. So, yeah, you're probably, unless you are a straight-up whale, you're not going to beat this bad boy. I mean, even when I had Conquest, even when I got Conquest up to Omnipotent Plus in the duration of this event, I had a hard time beating this last stage, and even when I did, it sure as heck was not 3 stars. So, you know, take that under advisement. If you're focusing on this, either if you're a whale, then, you know, it's not really a relevant factor. If you're not a whale, just take what you can get. Even the rewards from 1 to 5 are actually pretty good. I mean, those XP rewards are surprisingly sweet. And if you can get a little higher than that, then hey, get even more XP. Never a bad thing. But don't go trying to get the top 10 unless you are already a heavy spender. Anyway, that said, if you are a heavy spender, I mean, yeah, this character looks like he's going to be pretty good. No, I'm not going to lie. At the very least, I suspect he will at least be a high A-tier attacker, maybe even higher. We'll talk about that in the future, especially once I can actually get a good eye on his skill ups and stuff. But Yeah, he's looking like he's gonna be pretty okay. I'm not gonna lie, but we'll get there when we get there. So yeah, we will leave it at that. Of course, as is tradition, in the next video, we are going to do some summons. As of time of this video being uploaded tonight, once again, I'll say this one more time, we are going to be doing some streaming. Would greatly appreciate it if you could tune in, support the streams, because I am admittedly more than a little nervous that this is going to flop. So, you know, I want to have fun with it, and it would be nice if you all could be there so that we can experience me taking some baby steps into the world of streaming together. So yeah, let me know what you think down in the comments below, and we shall see you next time. Have a good one.